Good morning, everyone. Saturday, September 13th, 2025. My name is Kiki Alexander Bailey, and I am known as the Panda Photographer. And today we are doing a skate giveaway. And I got some bad news. Got some real bad news. So, as of last night, Chris Page got the nerve to show his face at Franco's apartment to try to explain himself why he cannot financially support. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's only common sense as an adult that you should know better to throw or to have some participation in any event. You need funding. It's just common sense. Am I right or wrong? So, I left Jay a message last night, and I told him, Jay, I am very cool with you. I'm cool with your wife. I'm cool with your family. Your family loves me. I appreciate that. But there were certain things last night that you weren't making clear either. And I noticed that as you guys were commenting, Chris Page wanted to talk to you privately about financials. No, because everyone put their financials into this. So it's everyone's business. It's not just a private business. No, it's everyone's business because Chris Page needs to owe his debt. That's the point I was trying to make last night, everybody. But this man is so delusional. He's very delusional. So, ladies and gentlemen, I told Jay that I will not participate in next year's event. Don't ask for support if you want to continue partnership with Chris Page. Because obviously, Franco and everyone else noticed that he's just making up excuses for the things that he said. So what, ladies and gentlemen, if the person that you called a racist doesn't know about it, but the internet knows about it because you said it out your own mouth. This man made it seem like I forced him to say these things. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you inserted yourself in my personal business with Billy O'Neill. You was never part of this. And you started going on a rant talking about these white people, this, that, blah, blah, blah. So I posted on social media. And I told him, be a man, man the fuck up, and finance your own projects. Stop having everyone else do it. Because that's the problem everyone else has. It's not just me, it's everyone. And then everyone spoke up like, yeah, man, we bought the food last year, we bought the food this year, we buying this year. You're not paying for anything. That's the point we're all trying to make here. And this man was always trying to make an excuse. So I told Jay, after all this, and I walked after my live stream, everybody, I decided at 4 a.m. this morning, I woke up and wrote Jay a nice long letter. I would not continue partnership with you if you continue with Chris. If you want my support and you want my, ladies and gentlemen, if you want, someone left their glasses. Aww. If you want my support, you're going to have to either make a choice, man. Because he's trying to brag about, oh, he brought this. You brought one bag. Last night, everybody, he brought one bag. He brought one bag, but I got 2 boxes. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. He brings one bag, but I bring 2 boxes? Plus, more skates are on their way in the mail. And he got the nerve to approach me and say, what do you have to do with it? You mean what? This is a community. Do you understand? First and foremost, are you a city activist? Are you a city justice employee? Do you understand the laws? He even confessed that he don't understand the laws. Then why would you contest what I'm trying to tell you? You got no permit, you got no jurisdiction to do these events, and then for you to tell Jay, I told you, for you to tell Jay to not invite anyone to this public park, to a public event, you're in violation of people's fucking civil rights in New York City, idiot. Don't sit here and I told Jay, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to get all roused up, but I'm going to quit. I'm never going to do this again with any rollerblader. I'm letting you guys know now. I'm going to do my own thing. Next year, the brands that contact me say, hey, Panda, are you still getting skate giveaway? I'm like, not with Jay. Sorry, it didn't work out. It's not that Jay is the problem. Jay is probably the problem because he wasn't being transparent. There's certain things I was wondering. Jay, did you tell him the finance? But like I said, everyone, it's only common sense that this man should have knew. In order to do something like this, you gotta really reach out to brands and you gotta finance it yourself or ask for support. You didn't ask for support. You lied about the French conversation that you talked to some French rollerbladers. I talked to them. They're like, we don't know, Chris. So this is why I was like last night, everybody, I confronted him. You lie about a lot of things. And you can never prove it. Then he wants Jay to prove the receipts. I'm like, oh my Panda, you're not a CPA. But here's the thing. What I think is really going on, I think he knew. He got caught in his betrayal by using people. If you know you couldn't finance it, then you shouldn't never done it. So ladies and gentlemen, this year I am going to go live today at the skate giveaway. I'm going to show you what's going on. So you got a good idea how these two are operating. I'm going to live stream it. And I told him myself, my dude, I'm documented for city purposes. Technically, you are a liability. You both are. This is what I told Jay. You both are a liability. You have no permit. You got no insurance to do this. You got nothing. Why do you think Ray Mendez and Franco went out and got permits for the Metro card? Because they knew they had to go to the Greenpoint North Alliance community. Because they was never going to let you guys do it again when you did it the first time without, yeah, you see? And I was right. Even Ray Mendez said I was right about getting the permit for that place. So with that said, everyone, I'm going to quit this venture. And next year, whoever wants to support what I'm going to do for the community, you know what? This is what I'm going to do next year. This is a great idea. I'm going to give the skates to you in the audience. If I get 10 pairs of skates, I'm giving it to you. How about that? To kill every bird in the room with one stone, I'm going to give all the skates to my audience. Fuck it. I don't need to give it to rollerbladers. I'm still giving it to the community, right? Right? I don't need to do a cookout, right? Oh, yeah, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They brought so much food yesterday, right? Because they said they don't think they had enough. But people are getting food together, right? And not one person thought about buying veggies, buying vegan hot dogs or vegan patties. Not one person thought about it. I'm not saying, so you just got burgers, you got sausages, you got chicken skewers. Yeah, they got all that. And they want me to cook it. You see that, everybody? So today, if you don't mind supporting, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be upset again about food options. So I got a little trick. I was going to order food from Instacart because I can save more money. But I realized it's not going to be enough because there's going to be a lot of people. So I only have $50 to my name. That's all I have, everybody, to buy groceries. And that's not enough. I know. Think about it. One of those vegan, 6 vegan patties are like almost $20. So I have to do the website to get the discount, then have it shipped. And that is the plan. So to get it delivered so I can save money. But still, I need a little bit more. It seems like I need more vegan hot dogs and more vegan patties because, yeah, I've just found out but a bunch of other quad skaters are coming and they were the ones that asked for the vegan and vegetable options. I'm just trying to look out for everyone's best interest. I don't want people saying, Oh, we went to this event. They had food, but they didn't have anything that I couldn't eat, which is quite annoying. You know, you're supposed to, this is New York, everyone. You're supposed to cater to everyone's needs, right? This is why I brought my personal grill so they could cook the veggies on, but no one brought veggies. So now I gotta go buy veggies. Some people are asking for zucchini. I'm buying zucchini, mushroom, garlic, eggplant, tomatoes. I'm putting on a skewer. So they have a vegetable skewer. So if you guys want to support today with the food, there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. I want to say thank you to Patricia for the donation last night. I didn't go shopping yet. It's a little too early. I'm going to wait about like 11 o'clock to place the order because it takes about an hour or so. And then I should be there at the location ready. Because they said they were going to be there at like 1 o'clock to set up, to find out where they're going to be placing all the free skates. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just sharing what I think. I don't think I want to partner or do this anymore. Not only, it's just stressful. It's stressful to a point like this guy wants to pretend that I don't have, mind you or me do not have any say-so in this venture. We all have, mind you, we have a right to say something if you're going to operate this venture with no funding. This is why people are questioning Chris Page. He's not funding anything. He's just making excuses like he has in the past from what everyone is telling me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm stressed out about it too, because now I'm giving up my last $50 to help feed other people. Or I want to try to. And that's the mission. The mission is to always try to give back because you were given an opportunity to. If it wasn't for some of you in the audience, I wouldn't even be here doing this. You guys gave me an opportunity. You saw what happened last night. You saw when we walked the streets of New York. Terrible, isn't it? Terrible. So why not do good mind you, until our time is up? Why not do that mission and just give back when you can? You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be poor. You don't need to be a businessman. You just need to be a humble and understanding person to just give back. Because it does really help your mental health. It really affects how you feel about it. This man doesn't want to understand this thing. He doesn't want to understand about his own mental health. This is not about you being famous, about you being popular because you gave skates. This is about what we can do as a community together. But you don't want to listen to that mission statement. You don't want to finance this project, but then you want to tell Jade, let me see your receipts. What do you mean? We bought the coolers, we bought the drinks, we bought the Gatorade, we bought the water bottle. What do you mean receipts? If you're going to ask Jay, then you need to ask his wife. And that is disrespectful to ask two grown men to prove to you, sir, that you want to see receipts from last year. It's his wife's receipt. She's flipping the bills. Jay's flipping the shipping of all the product. And this is why Jay was actually upset. Because mind you, guess why he's upset? I said this before. He has a son. It's a stepson, but he treats him like his son. It is Ethan's birthday tomorrow. Ethan's real dad bailed out on him. Yeah. And this is why Jay was upset, because he doesn't have enough money to take Ethan where he wanted to go in the first place because of this venture. So, Jay promised after this whole event today, he'll take Ethan out tonight and tomorrow to anywhere he wanted to go. Because, mind you, like I was saying, everybody, this is the consequences when you don't want to participate and fund your own venture. You put everyone else at financial jeopardy, Chris. And that's why his mom is upset that she doesn't have. It's not that they don't have, they, they promised Ethan they would do what he wants to do. And this is why I'm also mad. I keep saying this to everybody. This doesn't have to do with me. This has to do with my little man Ethan. If you ladies out there, he's a little dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's like the Rico Suave. Wait till he gets older. You ladies, you were right. He's like a Ricky Martin slash. I'm like, I told you. The ladies love him, and he's the coolest kid. He's the coolest kid, man. He's like, Uncle Panda. I'm like, what's up? He's like, can I get some burgers? Like, yeah, you want cheese? You want? Yeah, he's such a cool kid. And now, yeah. So at this event, I'm gonna ask everyone to chip in a donation bucket for Eden's birthday. $1.50. Come on, it's Eden's birthday weekend, and like I said, financially, everyone's getting burnt by this one person. So, take it with a grain of salt, everybody. Now you know why I want to quit this venture with Jay and Chris. It just makes no sense that everyone else is chipping in. Everyone's putting their efforts, contacting brands, emailing brands. This is where I think he has a lack of composition when writing letters. When he writes it. Guys, have you ever used the application called Grammarly? Well, recently I installed that, and it corrects few of my sentences, right? So I put his sentences in Grammarly, and oh my opinion, he had 22 freaking error messages. I was like, yeah, yeah. And this is why I don't mean to laugh. I just think it's ironic this guy thinks he knows how to plan these events, but you can't finance it. And it's, mind you, like I said, I have to quit, everybody. So now I'm going to start my own thing. I'm going to give the skates to you guys. How about that? Isn't that fair, right? If I can continue to get skates, everyone, I'm just going to give it away. So in the next couple of weeks or next couple of days, ladies and gentlemen, if K2 is sending me these skates, I'm going to make live streams. So I'm going to give one of the skates to a New York City Parks employee in McLaren Park. So I got to give one to her. But if they're sending me the skates, I'm just going to give it away to my audience. But I should give it away to people that did ask for it here. So yeah, everyone, a lot of headaches, a lot of excuses for one person. Doesn't make sense. This person's trying to make excuses and then trying to say I'm interfering. No, I'm not inserting myself like you did. This is a community factor. Jay reached out to us for help. We helped, and now you're telling us we're not allowed to help or participate? Who the fuck you think you are? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say some people just don't get it. They don't even know their place in the war yet. Microphone. They don't even know their fucking place in the war yet. Let me make sure I didn't press the mute button. Because the mute button is kind of sensitive. And then when I was with them yesterday, I broke my JJC. I broke my JJC adapter again. Every time I would with Jay with these guys, that's another thing. I was like, why am I always with you guys? I break my shit. Okay, someone gets bad energy here. And it's not you, Jay, and it's not you, Franco. It's Chris. His fucking energy is so terrible. So terrible. So, ladies and gentlemen, I still need your help. I don't think I don't think what I have is enough to help feed those that do have a dietary restriction. This is what I was telling Jay. You have to really consider people that have dietary restrictions. Some people don't want to eat fat foods or lean beef meat. Some people are just trying to stay. Mind you, this is rollerblading. I know burgers and sausages are good for some people, but not everyone wants it. Like last time, everyone was like, yo, Jay, man, come on. Give us some vegan stuff. They was like, talk to Panda. I was like, what? This is how it started last time. I was like, because the last barbecue we had was like 3 weeks ago. I was like, what? What do you mean? You didn't tell me to buy anything. This is not our event. This is what's his name event. He just asked me to cook. I didn't know. That's what I don't like about Jay sometimes. He just points it at me like, go ask Panda. Yeah, everyone's asking for vegan stuff, or vegetable stuff, you know, grilled vegetables, so I'm gonna make vegetable skewers. But I also wanna cook some vegan chorizo sausage, I'm gonna cook some vegan hamburgers and some hot dogs. I need to get the buns, I forgot buns, that's why I need the extra money. Even though, mind you, this order here is a total of $50, right? But on this order, I don't have any buns. So I need to get gluten-free buns. Forgot about the buns, everybody. I also forgot about the mustard. Since people don't want to eat the ketchup, so I have to find a certain type of ketchup. You know how vegetarians and vegans are about ketchup? They don't want the sugary. I don't like the sugar in ketchup either. It just tastes gross. It's not natural. This is why I don't like ketchup that much. Especially, yeah, I really don't like American ketchup. I like the classic homemade style ketchup. So yeah, everyone, going through a lot right now. So I need to try to figure this out. But this is what I want. Guys, I don't want to take any credit for what they are doing. But when Jay comes to me and say, hey, Jay, Panda, you know rollerblade connections. I'm like, yeah, I still know some reps. I'm not sure if they're going to respond to me. This is what I told Jay when he asked me to contact reps. I said, listen, I'm not sure they're going to respond to me. I haven't been pro skating for a long time. I stopped because I wanted to go get an education, go to school. After I got hurt in that ASA competition and came 10th place, and I fucked up my whole shit, I had to make changes, bro. I told him why. Rollerblade doesn't flip bills. Unless you own a business in this small and little industry. So I tried, you know, only a few people connected. I'm surprised K2 even remembers me. I was like, oh. And they said I entered a contest. I was like, I didn't enter anything. I think you guys are just covering up just to send me some stuff. And then I talked to Sarah, the rep. She was like, yeah, don't pay that no attention. It's a typo. We saw your post from before, blah, blah, blah. We wanted to help out. It seems like you're doing the righteous thing. And that's what I told him. Yeah, I'm doing this with nothing. I'm houseless. You know, I'm a houseless individual. I'm, mind you, trying to educate people on why things will happen in your life, but just prepare for it. You know? I'm not someone famous. I don't want to be famous for doing this. I just want to make people happy as they are living their lives, because New York City needs some love right now. You see the crime going up in the subway? No way, man. Ridiculous. You see what happened in the East Village? 24-year-old male gets his phone stolen, but also gets stabbed. You see what happened the other day in Chinatown again? Another vehicle runs a red light and kills 2 people. You see what's going on? These ghost cars, these people with ghost guns. Yeah, you see what happened to the homeless man that died? what was that, 3 days ago, Michael? Yeah, someone killed the homeless man while he was sleeping. That's fucked up. While he was sleeping, everybody, they killed a homeless man while he was sleeping. Think about that. And whoever, they never caught the person who did it yet. Isn't that sad? Like I said, they don't care about homeless people. This city don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. They don't give a fuck, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to contribute to help out with extra funds towards the cookout, we're missing some items for our vegan options, and I feel like I need to buy some more sausages. I mean, more hot dogs and more, at least 2 more veggie patties, just to, you know, make sure there's enough. Because, mind you, 12 is not enough. Because there's gonna, yeah, 12 is not enough. I need at least 24, because there's going to be a lot of people showing up now. Yeah. Now everybody wants to contact me. Hey Panda, I'm deadly in line. You remember? I was like, yeah. Hey, I'm bringing some stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. I got Mike French. He sent Jay a whole bunch of stuff. And mind you, this is why Jay is so tight on money. Got to pay for shipping, right? Like I said, not everything is free. You gotta do your part. You gotta, if someone's giving you free products, at least pay for the shipping. It's only the right thing to do. All right, guys, I'm getting in the subway. I gotta do a lot of run around today. Well, I'm gonna cut through and get to the other side. I don't want to cross the street anymore. Not sure you saw yesterday. Was it yesterday? Did I live stream here? What happened? No, it was the other day. Oh, my Panda. Oh, wow. I'm covered in the screen the whole entire time. My grocery list. Yeah, I'm going to order that, but I'm going to order around 11 o'clock. But I need to add 2 more. I need to add buns on that. So, yeah. I need to add some buns, some gluten-free buns. I need to look for gluten-free buns specifically. But anyway, guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Just giving you guys a heads up. At 2 p.m. today, I will go live at the event. Just fair warning. I will go live. All right? You guys have a good one. See ya.